The rain's here.
Clear. And all the top 9 are all in the pit.
Yeah.
Right, let's see how we're doing.
It wasn't meant to rain, funnily enough, but...
We're live.
Bizarre. Okay.
So good evening, guys. Sorry about that, a few technical issues with the PlayStation. So tonight you've got me, Mark, also known as Simba. And we also have with me Chris Bailey. How are you, Chris?
Hello, Mr. Simba. I'm fantastic. How are we?
And we also
A little stressed after that, but yeah, we finally got there.
We're here!
Can we have sound now? We have technology that works.
Do you know what it is? They can hear us now. It is fabulous, and just in time for the rain.
Yes. So, unfortunately, while everyone's been away, we've had many things that have happened that you've not seen. The Godzilla monster took over the track and stamped on Electric MV. The Hulk himself picked up Melbourne and threw him into SFR Energy Dan. And Licious V has currently got pole position. They are the standout figures of what's happened so far. Boys, have you got anything you want to throw in while we're discussing the actions?
Well, I'd say one thing. The Cal. This sounds like self-publicity, but Calvin, me, and Baby Hornet on the mediums in the top 10.
Was that a humble brag I heard from the Banshee?
That sounded like an unhumble brag, but yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, it's like all Gav takes. He takes lots of compliments and many superlatives sometimes. But anywho,
There's always a positive to take. Let's see, have we got anybody on track? Oh, we've got a Mindful Wasp.
Oh, we do.
We have. How mindful of him.
I was about to say, and do you know what? Nobody else is really going to get out because we're now under a minute remaining. So
yeah, so mindful. If you don't mind, just keep on going round just to give the viewers something to look at, please.
Yeah, because we've not managed anything for the last 18 minutes, so...
Sorry, everybody.
Bringing the weather forecast for the race even, it is showing dry, but we'll see.
After all that stress, you know what it was? You know when you do the broadcast?
Yeah.
And you've got the pause and stop? If you click the thing at the top, it was the setting on the left.
There we go.
That tiny little thing.
On a more positive note, the lovely viewers can now hear the dulcet tones of the lion, the witch, and the blowhole. Now, guess which one of us is
Sorry! Excuse me!
I've been waiting 25 minutes to say that.
Why am I the witch?
Many reasons. I'm not sure if we're allowed to say them without causing problems.
It's politer than other things that could have been said.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously, the lion.
Oh, that was good.
The lion. I am the blowhole because, well, we can't have ugly because I am even worse than that. But you have to be the witch. I'm sorry, my friend.
True, but there's the grid. Cracker we had from a few people there.
So what did we get there? And we got Licious on pole, in that his first pole, I believe.
It is, I believe.
Tom Brown joins him on the front row. No surprise, he's always good in qualifying.
He does have a tendency to be quick in quali.
Nico Lack on his first appearance this season is in third. Kaiser Soze fourth. Colin's got a zoo these days. He's in fifth. Booth is sixth. Mate. The Ferrari boys 7th and 8th. One of them being on mediums.
Zoo includes chlamydia.
Let's not go there, bloke.
Colin's got chlamydia. Oh, there's a 5-place grip penalty for the baby of the Hornet.
Oh.
Who's in 10th with Rob Smith in 9th. Although he's going to go down to 15th now. Mindful Wasp 11th. Ty Clear 12th. Melvin 13th. Carl 14th. Energy Down 15. 38 16. Biffy Clyro 17. Gibbon 18. Electric Envy 19. And Mr. Stoob in the Haas rounding up the back of the field.
I would like to make a notable mention for Mr. Carl, aka Bit Stevens, who I'm going to call a McBitty's biscuit.
McBitty's.
He's taken on a few little changes, which I would like to praise him for. He's dropped a few of his assists recently, and he's running with less computer assistance today than he does normally. So big up to you, Carl. Go on, lad.
There we
Do
go.
yourself proud.
Always good to drop a few.
And that we're all banned for our computer problems. Stuvine, you're banned, mate. That shit, get banned. Oh, whoops, I said a word I shouldn't have said. Oopsie daisy.
Never mind.
A little bit early in the day for that. Apologies.
So how's the rain looking for the race, Mr. Bantry?
There's no rain for the race. It's going to be dry.
You said that about qualifying.
No, but do you know?
He did actually.
Do you know the mistake I made? Well, none of the viewers heard that, so I can claim I never said it. But I didn't see.
That's not how it works.
Yes. I didn't see the final sort of segment of qualifying which showed rain. So that's my excuse.
Well, the viewers also didn't get to see Godzilla, King Kong, and the Hulk all take over the track, unfortunately because of technical issues. So we'll let you off for that because the viewers didn't see that either.
Exactly.
Anywho, so let's just use the crowd away for the formation lap.
3 people in the top 10 on mediums.
Brave people. Go on.
Most of the bottom 10, barring for 3 of them, all went mediums. We've got Tie Clear, 38 and Electric Envy on softs. All the rest of them went for mediums.
So, and this is going to be where it's interesting because those medium runners are going to have not as much grip off the start, a bit more susceptible into turn 1. We've seen a bit of drama there this week already.
Odd fact, we've got 10 on softs, 10 on mediums.
That's the same as Tier 1, and that's the last thing I want to say about Tier 1 because I was very upset on Monday, but we'll leave that there. So, the mediums, obviously, you humbly mentioned yourself there, Gav. Yourself and Calvin and Mindful all in the top 10 on the mediums. That's quite interesting to see because obviously you can one-stop a medium soft here or a soft medium if you're a bit brave and good on the tyres. You can alternatively go into the hard. But obviously the medium opens up your strategy option later in the race, which could be crucial.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about actually when I looked at the gap between pole and where Calvin and me are is it was, half a second? And the softs are worth more than half a second on this track. So,
but they don't last half as long. Bergen's made a good point in the comments that Mindful's tyres are not just mediums; they're brand new mediums. They're M&S.
They are because he was 11th, wasn't he?
Yes, they're not just mediums; they're M&S mediums. Good shout, Bergen.
Yeah, this was Bergen's M&S tier last season.
Tell you what, Bergen definitely does not shop at M&S. No one in Lancashire shops at M&S. That's just a fact. Aldi and Lidl take over Waitrose and M&S as soon as you get past Oxford.
Get past Oxford. What? Sorry, what are you saying about the Scots? Excuse me.
Hey, you just steal rams and lambs and
rams.
God knows what all else.
Am I stealing people from Derby now?
With Scotland, it sounds like Neto's making a comeback.
Speaking of Derby, Licious is a Derby fan, by the way, everyone. I'm not going to say much more about
Relegated.
Yes. Oh, Bergen's applied with Poundlands.
Here we go.
Right, here we go.
3, 4, 5 red lights.
Vamos!
And they're away! Licious has got a great start. Tom Brown seems to have gone away well.
Second stage, Tom Brown's at the inside.
Oh, yeah. Well snuck through there.
What's a move?
Has everybody at the back got away safely?
Oh, Licious is right up his chuff, to quote Connor. And they're side by side through turn 2 and turn 3.
This is going to get tasty into turn 3, but Tom's got the inside line, which will help him.
Licious does like I said. Oh, he's hit the rear of him.
I thought he was going for a switcheroo then.
We've got all sorts, got a few people going wide in the exit, including, I believe, Melvin and Baby Hornet. And Gibbs is trailing at the back of the pack at the moment.
Electric Envy has had a good start. He's up 9 positions now.
Off track. We've got 38 has gone off at turn 5.
I think he's got a good start as well.
Oh,
5's the left-hander.
Alfa Romeo. Oh, Biff's got big problems. He's all over the track through the middle sector. And so's 38. I think there may be some damage. Yep, 38 and Biff have both got wing damage. Tom Brown and Licious have stormed away at the front somewhat.
I think Licious ain't giving this up quickly.
The man who's tying in the championship lead with me is in the pits.
Mr. Collins Calvin's has a new name. Is in the pits.
Yeah. So I
can't make his mind up on his name
now. Into turn 7 I went up, or coming out of turns 5 and 6 I went up the inside, but he must have had a little bit of damage after that first lap.
You're right, and his new name is Calvin has a new wing.
Oh, I'll tell you one thing. These mediums are a little bit unfriendly.
They start off like that. They bed in. Licious is not letting Tom have any room to breathe. Crucially, DRS next lap will be taken between them.
That'll be worth jumping back to shortly.
Yeah, it's got Kaiser Soze. Oh, Biff's out. He's retired. He's just come out of the pits. I believe he lost at the pit exit. Virtual safety car. Yeah, he's lost at the pit exit, I believe.
Oh, it's a full safety car.
Ooh,
that's going to give Tom some breathing room for a couple of laps.
Yeah, he could do with that. Ooh, anyone going to pit? Tom continues.
So strangely enough, we've got both Ferraris running together, both Aston Martins running together, and both Red Bulls running together.
Well, to be honest with you, Sim, I'd be very concerned if anyone wasn't running together, seeing as it's the start of lap 3. I'd be a bit worried. I don't mean to be rude, but no, I know what you mean. They are line astern.
Yep. And the Red Bulls are in a half sandwich.
Is that an intentional formation from the Ferraris? Let's cut to our local Ferrari Ted.
Well, Matteo Binotto has told me that in no uncertain terms that we have to retain the lead of the Constructors' Championship, or else I am threatened with the sack.
No, they'll never sack the Banshee.
Well, you should have seen his face when I told him I was missing 2 races this season because of annual leave. Oof.
Wait, the Ferrari team permit you to have annual leave? That is not possible.
Well, yes, unfortunately so.
No.
But this safety car is quite interesting because it's too early in the day for the soft runners to pit. It's too early to really do anything. It's purely a neutraliser.
It really is. Obviously, well, we saw the front 2 pulled away. 3, 4 and 5 had a small gap to yourself. Obviously, they got the sloshy on the mediums. No offence to them there. So, yeah, if one of the person who has benefited here, obviously Calvin and 38 both dropped off, obviously, with the respective damage they'd had. So it's allowed them to catch back up to the pack again, which, if for nothing else, that allows them to still be in the race rather than be a pit stop behind. So that's
I mean, 38 was probably praying for this. He's 29 seconds behind.
Yeah.
So it gets him back on the pack, and if he can keep his head and knuckle down, he should be all right.
Yeah,
I think he's called 38. Half of 38 is 19, and he is currently position
19.
There we go.
Fun fact.
He's lost it in the final sector.
Sorry,
has lost it.
Are we calling Chris Bailey now? Are we calling you the Rachel Riley of MRC?
I would like to be called that. Oh, 38's lost it in the final corner. Oh, the pit entry. He's lost it twice on this final sector. I think he has cooked his tyres.
Is he running no assists or something? It's the way he's just all over the place.
His tyres somewhat and caught a few curbs.
If I was him, I would have pitted again because that car's going to feel horrible.
Those tyres might be somewhat dead. Dodo.
Yeah.
I think even a Dodo might be more alive than them tyres at the moment.
I genuinely thought you said something else then. Oh, Simba, your lovely lady friend, I'm going to change the conversation, has made a lovely attempt at a joke here. Why are the Austrians so good at telling jokes? I don't know.
Oh my god.
You know the answer to this, don't you? And is it a war-related joke? Please tell me.
They live in hill areas.
Wow, Mandy. No. Oh, you know what? That's it. 10 points on your licence, Simba, for your partner's disgraceful attempt at some humour.
Banned.
Sorry, what was the final part of that joke?
It's in the chat. Oh, sorry, let Simba go.
They live in hill areas.
Silence is deafening.
Yeah, definitely is. Bergen replied to your earlier comments saying at Poundland Lane.
Poundland Lane. What is that? Is that for Scotland?
Oxford, no, once you get past Oxford, that's it. M&S and Waitrose are no more. They cannot progress any further than junction 10 of the M1. That's it.
Well, there's a fairly specific junction going on here.
Well, it's like when you get to Sheffield, the word "the" does not continue. It stops there and then.
Internet.
Pretty much.
Back in my day of the Tinternet, never had any of this Formula 1 PlayStation. Anyway.
When I was a lad.
When I was a lad.
My dad was poorer than your dad. Anyway.
I'll tell you one thing, the safety car might come in this lap.
It's only because of Mr. 37.
It is coming in this lap.
It's only because of 37, 38, 39, whatever his name is, being seriously spinning around, being Kylie Minogue. We're going to call him Kylie Minogue because he's spinning around. Because of Kylie Minogue hanging around in the back, that's why it did an extra lap.
C's profile picture on Discord actually looks a bit like Kylie Minogue did in that Can't Get You Out of My Head. It's got like a white bed sheet on him.
I can't get you out of my head, Gav. That's why I can't sleep at night.
Swiftly moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
Tom Brown's now become de facto safety car. Back in the pack up a little bit.
Tom Brown is the safety car. You know what, I like Tom, but him and safety do not go in the same sentence. I fear for everyone involved. Tom has
gone already.
In the final corner. He's gone early. That's not the first time he said that either.
He said that before the final corner. Oh, give us a better camera angle, for God's sake.
Simply, you are the cameraman. You can choose. You have the power. Just like
you can
Tom
only
Brown's
choose between onboard and
the
broadcast, though.
Oh, you ask it nicely. Oh, so we got Gibbs gone very wide at turn 1. 38 is hit the back of him, actually, on the straight. Bit weird. I think Gibbs might have a problem because Gibbs is very slow.
I wonder if he just cooked his tyres a little bit. Because I can't see any end plates or anything missing.
Yeah. So Electric Envy's all over the back of Stuvine, he's all over the back of the Gavmeister. We've got Energy Dan and Ty Clear in very close quarters too. Mr. Carl McBitty's Biscuit 365 has got Mindful Wasp in close buzzing quarters. Rob Smith, the newest steward member of our lovely team, fighting in 13th place with Mr. Stu all over him. And the smallest of the Hornets.
Oh, Electric Envy's just lost it at turn 9.
Oh, Rob Smith's just lost it at the same place. The second to last corner, both of them went. Oh no. And maybe he found our comments hilarious. Or hilarious, to quote Mandy. Disgraceful behaviour. Melvin stepping up from tier 4 to tier 3. He's in 15th, just behind Mr. Calvin. Has a new wing. Not the thing I said earlier.
Oh, Boothie ran deep at turn 3.
Oh. He's got away with it though.
He does. He's got some annoying Scottish person behind him though.
Yeah, don't trust them.
Have you managed to switch some tyres on yet?
That's not all he's turning on. He's dropped Stuvine, so he's turning on the gas. In his Ferrari engine.
Interesting.
We are PG here.
Get that just about PG. Just about.
My love affair with Jeff, the race engineer, he's now telling me to go to a one-stopper.
Are you cheating on your partner with Jeff?
Yes, that's it.
You dirty creature. Anywho,
I think Calvin might have a run on
that final corner.
We've got Calvin crawling all over the back of Stu here. If he gets a good run out of final corner, we could have him.
He smells blood. He smells blood from the back of that Alpha, Haas even.
The Haas?
The Haas.
And Morgan stepping in at the last minute to cover for Kenichiwa Leslie Nielsen just because of internet loading issues. Electric Envy's retired.
Flag on the main straight.
Look to be pit lane, did
Calvin's
that.
up the inside of Stube into turn 3. He's made it stick. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, he's on softs in this, you get a lot better traction there.
Electric Envy has retired in the lane of the pits.
I forgot to put DRS on.
Calvin is now all over Rob Smith like a tramp on chips. Really keen to have a nibble.
I think we've just found the season 7 line of commentary of the year, like a tramp on chips.
Will you keep an eye on that? I'm going to keep an eye on this Scottish Ferrari chasing the Iron Brew.
So, yeah, Rob Smith's out of the RS. Calvin has some ERS.
Lucius is back in the lead.
Calvin has. Lucius in the lead? How has this happened? Thomas Brown gets on with it. Not biased at all here.
Here comes the Scottish Ferrari. He's got him.
Speaking of he's got him, Calvin on the way down turn 3. He's got Rob Smith and Stu's got him too. We've got a 3-way tussle in turn 3. It's now Calvin and Stu ahead of Mr. Rob Smith.
He might be losing out to Melvin here as well.
Yeah, Melvin's getting in on the action. He loves it. Red Bull
Right,
at their home
he's backed
circuit.
out
He'll
of
be
it.
wanting to do well. Tom Brown with 3 seconds of penalties. This could be crucial for the race lead later in the race.
Well, the Red Bulls had some glory at this circuit thanks to Kid Dynamite.
Kid who? So I'm joking. Dean is, of course, one of the best racers in this league. I respect him hugely.
Well, Tier 2 Red Bull didn't go too well, so...
No comment. I prefer not to comment, seeing if my race did not go well. I feel like it's not appropriate for me to wade in. So Kaiser Soze, he's got a bit of a lonely race at the moment. He's got a couple of seconds gap to Tom and Licious having their superb World War III fight out front. And Nikolak and the trailing pack are, again, a couple of seconds behind him. So he's just keeping it stable in the lovely,
Stillvine's sticking one up
Williams.
inside of Boothie at turn 3 and he makes it stick, I think.
Oh, so Energy Dan's through as well. We've got a car wide on the
Oh,
exit of turn
nice
3.
sneaker.
And Energy Dan is hunting Stuvine. Oh, Bootie's at the inside in turn 4. It's a bit of a late send, but he's made it. Oh, Energy Dan's got a better exit though. Energy Dan has held position. Good driving from both of them, very aggressive. Bootie's gone for it. Oh, no, he's backed out. He's backed out. Wise move. Stuvine will be sat there laughing, thinking, I'm going to ban all of you later. He likes stealing that right off of me.
He probably will. But like, Banhammer's coming out.
Every week. And Stuvine's gone very defensive into the final corner. I presume he must be pitting. He is pitting. He's had enough of the soft tyre. Stuvine has banned the soft tyre.
I thought band was your thing.
It is, but I will allow him on this occasion to have it. Boothie has also pitted.
Nikolak doing
And
a little bit
Kaiser
of...
Soze.
Yeah, Nikolak and me having a little bit of a DRS. Who can get the DRS?
Let's have a look.
Nikolak's played you there. He's played
Coming
you.
up to
He's
turn
going to
three.
hit the back of you. He's clipped you.
Does he want to push you along anymore?
Nikolak love tap.
It
Yeah,
looks
so
like...
we were coming down the pit straight, and I was probably alongside him. He went similar to what you can do in Jeddah and get the DRS.
Yes. So Kelvin's pursuit of coming back through the field, he's now on the back of the mindfulest of the Wasps, who is chasing Mr. Carl McBitty's Carl McBitty's Edens, who is all over Ty Clear.
I've just jumped to that one on stream. It seems like the mediums are coming into their own and the softs are going off now.
The mediums look like they are turned right on.
3 seconds for Licious up front.
So that's him and Tom both on 3 seconds.
That
How
equals
has
it
the
out a
Scottish
little bit.
nutter got into 3rd place? May I point out, is that a sign the medium's coming good, or is he just getting into this race himself? Maybe both.
Ooh, I guess we'll have to watch and find out.
Energy Dan looks very, very vulnerable here. That's the word I'm going with. He's got a whole host of cars right up him. On the rear, I should say.
I thought you were going to pull a corner then.
I thought about it and I thought, no. I'll reuse that once. And Ty Clear ran it outside of turn 3. Smashing drive. He's now got DRS, however, has Energy Dan. And he's going to go for it back into turn 4 on his teammate. Aston Martin side by side. And he's through. Carl having a look too. Has a nibble at the back of Ty Clear's rear wing. Doesn't get through.
I thought you were going to pull it then, but never mind.
Ooh, Calvin looks at Mindful Wasp and has to back out of it. Mindful just about hangs on for 8th place.
Licious has pulled himself 2 seconds on Tom Brown at the moment.
I hope that's the only pull of himself he does all day. I really hope so.
Keep it PG.
Sorry.
I wonder who's going to jump first though and go for the undercut.
Mark Hodgson, for your reference, what was Carl's nickname? Carl's nickname is Carl McBitties. Because, why not? You know, I might just call him Hobnob. Carl Hobnob. Bergen says ice cream. We're not on about ice cream here, Bergen, but tell me what your favourite is, mate. I'd love to know. Oh, turn 3, Ty Clear, Energy Dan, Bits, McBitties, Mindful Wasp, Calvin and Stu are all in the same place at the same time. And Calvin's at the inside of Mindful Wasp. Oh, and Carl has a look at the inside of well.
No, Carl!
Oh, Carl's lost on the exit. He's lost 2 positions. Stu's going to have him here too as well. Oh, Carl. I was rooting for you today, Carl.
Have you been taking banshee lessons? You were getting a bit high pitched then.
No, I wasn't. No, I wasn't.
I think only dogs could hear you at that
I'm
point.
not repeating that comment out loud. Hooray! That's a good comment. I'm not saying it out loud, I'll get banned from commentary. Well, maybe that's the intention. Anyway. So, Licious is now 3 seconds clear of Mr. Thomas of Brown. Ooh! Calvin's past Mindful. I was very mindful of him.
Or maybe he's thinking it's not so mindful.
Outside turn 3. It's a very deep lunge. He's just kept on track. He'll get cracking exit out there for going so deep. But Calvin is ahead. Energy Dan right on the edge of tie clear. Surely we'll have him here.
Oh, Carl's just...
Oh, what's a move from Carl? Wow, Carl Eden's mate. Cracking
Did he
drive.
make that stick?
He did. He's up to 7th. What a move. I've just thought Aston Martins, maybe they're doing a formation thing into both the DRS braking zones of side by side, no one can get through kind of.
Let's just not go there after Tier 3 in Austria, Season 5.
Yes, I think you and Mr. Barber would like to avoid that conversation.
Yeah, let's just avoid that. Forget it never happened.
Yes, changing conversation. Bergen in the chat says he likes mint and vanilla ice creams. I hope that's not mixed them together because that is disgusting.
Let's have a look back at Boothie because he's on them fresh softs.
Boothie.
And he's crawling all over the back of Stu line here. Is he going to get him into turn 1? He
I'm
has.
busy watching the Aston Martins again. I think the Aston Martins are doing a
but he's run wide.
I genuinely think the Aston Martins are playing a game. They're doing this side-by-side malarkey thing. Carl is all over tie clear now, though. I don't think they're going to be able to go side-by-side here. Carl's at the inside in turn 4.
38's gone. Turn 8.
No, he's not. He's
virtual safety car. Full safety car.
Oh, Carl was on for some really good pace. This safety car's just denied Carl the opportunity to potentially get into 5th place.
If these soft runners don't pit now, I'm going to really question the sanity.
If anyone doesn't pit now, he hasn't already pitted.
If the medium runners pit, though, that's a long time to go on softs, but the soft runners...
you can go on the hard. I'm going to contradict Connor and Monster's comments when I put the hards on Monday and say the hards are not that bad. I think they're okay. Depends on
Michel Gavin has stayed out.
The Gavmeister General. He's taking the lead. He's going to be vulnerable. He's going to be vulnerable, though.
Tom Brown's just listened to you.
Tom Brown's come for the hards. And, Aston Martins are queuing.
Calm yourself, Chris Bailey. No vulnerability of the Scotsman.
The only reason I say that is kind of saying he's 3rd on some used mediums, but everyone behind you, apart from the junior Hornet, is on brand new tyres. Yours might slightly be older. Anyway. But you know what to do, the Gav. The Gav knows.
Yep. There is a strategy.
Okay. Yeah, I think we've already gotten on to what your strategy is.
Strategy. I've got a strategy for you. Scenario 7, to quote Mr. Lando Norris and his engineer a year ago. Scenario 7.
Scenario 23.
I know what that means.
also followed closely by Strat 13.
I know what that means. That's the same thing. That means you're going to put on lap 23 for a set of softs for 13 laps.
And HPP 10.
HPP 24. To quote, I know who that was. That was Russell with Bahrain in 2020.
Apparently, Chris, you've got a bit of an echo going on.
Echo. Oh dear. Hold on. I'll disconnect and reconnect.
So, Mr. Gavin, how's conditions on track at the moment then?
Do you know what? The track's actually really good. It was really coming to the medium tires towards that safety car. What are you laughing at, Bailey?
Baldrick is your new name according to the Hodgemeister. Baldrick has a cunning plan.
I do have a cunning plan.
Please explain what the hell Baldrick refers to. There must be some form of kinky or cheeky name that refers to you somewhere with that. What does that mean? Please elaborate, Mr. Banshee.
Aye. am in full control.
That is what I was fearing.
Yep, I thought as much. It's a Blackadder reference.
Yep.
Yes.
All I've got to say is there is a red car in front of me that's been followed by a nice red car. That isn't a Rambo.
You've got an Iron Brew Express up your chuff on fresh mediums.
Ah,
Up your chuff.
that's alright. I can deal with that.
So the Iron Brew wagons, now you mention it, are 2nd and 15th. Iron Brew gets you through, as they say. Is Licious going to get through? Is Licious going to get through with his Iron Brew, or is he going to be stopped by the Scottish power and might?
Boofy's going to have to be hoping that Iron Brew gets him through.
Oh yes.
Although we've got Melvin, Gibbon, Mindful Wasp, Stoob, and McBitties have all gone straight onto fresh soft. So whether they last to the end or not.
The other thing, just and again, Tom's gone for a very similar to Bahrain, and I really, really hope it works for him this time, because he was in Bahrain kind of snookered by the late safety car. So I really hope it actually works for him tonight.
Interestingly, the Baby Hornets and the Gavin of Night Shadow, the two drivers who are on sets of tyres they started on, everyone else has at least pitted once.
Once, you say?
At least once, everyone else. Some people twice.
Although the Junior Hornet is one of the biggest gainers in the race at the moment, 10 positions.
He is.
Along with Mr. Stoob.
I think the safety car might come in this lap.
Let's have a quick look at penalties. Yeah, there it is. So we've got Energy down on 5, Gibbon, Boothie, Ty Clear, Nico Lack, Tom Brown, and Licious all on 3. So let's get ready for the restart. See what Mr. Gavin does. Will he go early or will he go late? And no, we don't expect you to tell us.
Tell you what, there's nothing worse than going too early. So all I'm going to say after that, I'm not going to go any further because it's a PG.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that one.
Yes. Mr. Banshee.
He's really backing the back up here.
There's a very, very strong backing up here. Ooh.
Getting that last little bit of heat.
He's going to give a little wiggle.
He's going to go really late, I think.
Does his rear end wiggle?
He's going.
No, he flies away. What a start.
Caught that McLaren napping.
He did. And Tom Brown is being taken by Kaiser Soze, is he? No, he's held on.
Yeah, but it's held it. Only just though, I think we caught Tom Brown napping a little bit there. Although Licious is trying to make a comeback now.
Hungry for the Gav.
Gav's on the half might have something to say about that one.
Making a move on the Hornet.
Oh, what's happened to Gibbon?
Just internet glitch by the looks of it.
Oh.
He's still running.
Oh, we got Nikolak up the inside of Kaiser Soze, and he's through. He made it stick. The Alpine's up to P4.
Nice little move
Calvin
there.
right up behind the Baby Hornet. The elder members of the Hornet family will be hoping he can hang on.
He's up his chuff, as Connor would say.
He's right up. In fact, he's passed. Calvin is through before turn 9, is it? Or turn 8 on his track?
9, that one.
As far as I'm concerned, it's a corner.
It depends how you look at the track, because that kink between turns 1 and 3 is classified as turn 2. That to me is not a corner.
No, I completely agree with you. I was the person that's turn 2 and have to remind myself it's not.
I'll tell you what, Tom Brown's looking pretty...
Oh, Licious has hit Gavin! Gavin's got a lot less traction. It's quite clear the new tyre does have a lot more. No DRS yet. It will be in action next lap. Licious goes to the outside. He's going deep on the brakes. Gavin holds on. Cracking drive from the crazy Scotsman. But Licious has got a fantastic exit on the drive. Oh, he's through. Out of turn 4.
Tom Brown's looking a bit tasty on them hards, isn't he?
I said this on Monday. I said yesterday, the hards are better tyres than you think, and they will go to the end. The mediums will be dead by the end. The hards, very lovely.
This Scottish Banshee might have to watch out. He might be getting a Tom Brown chasing him in a minute.
Tell you what, there's worse people to be chasing than Tom Brown. He's quite a comforting, happy fellow, although he does like to attack.
Although Tom's got to watch out for Nico right behind him as well.
Tom backed out the throttle.
Oh, Nico's lost it. Took Kaiser Soze with him.
Kaiser Soze's gone. And Tom Brown's lining up the gav into turn 2, 3, whatever you want to call it.
3.
I got a bit. Oh.
Tom's gone very deep into turn 3 though. Ooh, will he get the exit? Just about. And he's still got DRS, but Gav is up inside. Gav is not out of DRS.
But there's no point in battling Tom right now, right? Because it's completely different strategies.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. There is method in the Banshee madness.
So that chaos
I'm glad you said madness.
Yes.
Yeah.
That chaos we saw between Nikolak and Kaiser Soze has promoted Calvin and Stuvine. Calvin's now 4th place, so despite his earlier spin, he's firmly back in the race for the tight fight for the podium. And Stuvine's up there as well, although he's just had a moment and just dropped off this pack. Calvin now will be looking at the back of that Ferrari and thinking, yes, I want some of that.
Oh, Ty Clear's looking at the back of McBitties and going, I want some of that.
Yes, I would like, speaking of biscuits, I'd like a biscuit. Carl, deploy all the biscuit power.
Empty that car of biscuits, it'll lighten it up a bit.
Leave a crumb of biscuit trails behind and see if it helps you. Ooh, Carl's braking late, but so does Ty Clear. Ty Clear's at the inside. Carl's got a great drive off the hairpin. Could Carl hang on into turn 4? I think he's got just enough gap. Will Ty Clear send on the inside? Will Carl defend? Carl hangs on for another lap.
Carl went defensive early.
Another corner.
Usually a good idea.
The self-proclaimed Mr. Defence knows what he's doing. He's had his biscuits today. I was going to say his Weetabix, but he's stacking on the biscuits. Kaiser Soze has pitted. I presume the damage between himself and Nikolak at turn 1 has prompted that.
Although with this Carl and Ty Clear battle, it's letting Mindful Wasp catch up.
So Mindful Wasp is just going to be mindful of what's going ahead and pick his moment, I'm sure.
Calvin's taking Tom Brown for second.
Oh, he has. I feel like Tom Brown's playing the long game here and just going to wait out for these tyres to come good.
He's got to, right? Because that makes sense. It's like I'm kind of sitting waiting for the right moment to pit.
You're hoping for another safety car, is what you're saying?
No.
Yes. A virtual safety car would be perfect for Gav in about 5 to 6 laps time.
Oh, Mindful Wasp just snuck past McBitties there. And now he's going after Ty Clear. Can he make it happen into turn 4?
He knows.
Remember how I said
he's just done it.
Remember I said to you scenario 23?
Yes, so this is your lap to activate the scenario.
Well, let's jump on board with the Scottish Banshee and see if he does activate scenario 23.
Okay, Gav, so box.
And he's ignored you.
He's done a Lewis Hamilton in Turkey and gone, no. Or Lando Norris at Russia. No! Lando, box. No!
It's not the right time yet.
But it turned out he was wrong. Very, very, very wrong. Poor Lando. I'm still upset about that day.
I know, that's just gutting history. But swiftly moving on.
Yes.
So let's go back to Ty Clear.
Shaken off Tom Brown, interestingly. Tom Brown's still firmly on the back of that Alfa Romeo. They are both losing time to Licious, but small amounts. It'll be interesting to see whether the hard tide does come on later for Tom and whether the mediums drop off.
3-second penalty there for Stube.
Yes.
That's 3 times cut in the corner.
Quickly. Yes, I'm just having a quick look at the penalties whilst we mention penalties. So Licious has 3. Calvin currently penalty free. Congratulations. As is Night Shadow. We've got Tom Brown, Stuvine, and Michael Wasp on 3. Ty Clear on 6. Carl McBitty's Hobnobs.
Rob's gone.
Rob's gone.
Oh no, Rob Smith's gone.
Turn 8.
Safety car. Gav, your request for a safety car that you were
He's in the
declining
pit.
was wanted has come. This has come at the right time for the Gav.
Oh, you jumped at just the right time there.
Yes.
You absolutely lucky Banshee.
Now, I tell you what would be interesting to see if any of the front runners, or anyone actually, fancies putting on a set of softs, because this is perfect range for a soft. In my opinion, this is the time. If you want to put a set of softs on, now, do it.
Well, let's have a look. Licious is just coming around turn 4. So we're about half a lap away from finding out.
I think most people will hit for a soft. And that's purely because the amount of time to go in this race is just, after the safety car, will be just enough for the soft to kick in and have its best. Tom
Indeed.
Brown, Calvin,
He's coming in.
I
which one of you is going to pit and which won't?
I keep coming back to this. I feel sorry for Tom.
Calvin's pitting.
Yeah.
Licious pits.
Tom Brown's in.
Tom Brown's in.
Stu Vine's coming in.
There.
The Wasp is
So
coming in.
mindful. In fact, everyone except
Clear.
Energy Dan and Boothie continue. Energy Dan and Boothie have continued.
So the question is, how many positions can Miss Your Gavin actually gain from this? You're just coming around the final corner. A couple of them, I think, are just coming out of the pit lane.
Yep, so Gav, I believe, is going to come out about 5th. No, sorry,
Come out in front of Stu Vine, I think.
Yeah,
maybe
he should
just behind him.
Stu Vine. I all know Stu Vine's ahead. So the Ferraris are back in formation. We had a 4-5 from Friday, it's now a 6-7. But crucially, there are 2 cars ahead on much older mediums. I think they will be quite vulnerable later on compared to the soft runners who are going to have some instant power.
I think Energy Dan's taken a bit of focus from his wins in MRCX.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's had back-to-backs in Bahrain and Canada.
For the Challenger tier, yes, he's off to a good start this season.
Yes.
I think the more he gets used to this no assist, the stronger he becomes.
Yes. So, obviously, Gav made some topical Austrian chat the other day, mentioning some people that were famous for not necessarily the right reasons. I think we should avoid this and celebrate the many Austrian racing drivers who have been successful in Formula 1.
Is Joseph Fritzl one of them?
No, we're not having the man and the disgusting gutter habits in his basement. I was going to start with Christine Clean, who was one of the youngest drivers to ever join Formula 1, part of the Red Bull program, and was a bit of a failure, really. She was outshined somewhat by an ageing Scotsman who was let go of by McLaren, with a massive chin, the crimson chin. And obviously we've had Joachim Rindt and Niki Lauda in the past as well. Fantastic drivers, world champions.
Oh, right. So I've just...
Gibbon has just gone very slow down the start-finish straight. Is that a glitch?
And I've now got an illegal overtake.
Oh dear, and he won't pass because he's in AI mode, so he won't be able to pass. So you're going to get a penalty. You are about to pick up 5 seconds, and there it is.
So is Mindful Wasp, Tie Clear,
So everyone will be removed, and Bits, Mr. Bitties, and
Kaiser Soze.
I think you'll find it's everyone from me down.
Yes. So for those who got it, panic not. We are aware of it. It will probably be removed almost certainly.
Get your videos ready. Get your hands up, and I'll send them to me. And we'll get them looked at.
End of lap 26, start of lap 27, boys.
Yeah, look, most of them kicked in 27 between turns 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Don't forget those who don't identify the person. The safety car is in this lap.
Although, to be fair, if that's the only reports we get, this could be an easy night.
You had to say it, didn't you? You've just jinxed it. That's it. Simba, you are banned from speaking. Get that mute button back on.
No.
Oh, damn it.
Just because you wanted an easy night because you're helping me out tonight.
That sounded wrong in the wrong context. Mandy, it's not what it sounds
temporarily
like.
assuming the assistant head steward role for tonight. Does that sound better?
I'm temporarily returning to my previous glories.
If we can call it glories.
We've gone early.
Oh, he's gone very early.
Energy Dan clearly is a man who likes to get on with things. He doesn't like racing around with the silly build-up play. I was going to say something else, but we'll say build-up play because it's slightly more polite.
Yeah, it looks like Gibbons having some right internet issues here. Oh no, Gavin, 3 seconds.
Yeah, this is just on those sausage curbs on the exit of 1.
The schnitzel curbs, as I like to call them here. And we've got a nice tight fight at the front. Licious move on teammate Boothie.
Yeah, he's crawling all over him.
And he's going for it. He's through.
Leave some space, boys.
Now Calvin is already going past Boothie on the exit. Tom Brown will need to follow suit very quickly, or this will become an...
Boothie's going to be regretting not pitting, isn't he?
Yes.
Staying on them tyres.
Right on him now.
Let's jump back to Licious, because he's going to be very tasty down that start-finish straight.
He will. I'm just watching Tom Brown line up Boothie into the second last corner. In fact, Tom Brown's lining him up already. Oh, he's backed out of it.
Yeah, turn 9's not a good spot. Somebody tried that earlier and it caused a spin.
Boothie's gone wide at the final corner. Tom's got a bit of a run on him. But I think he's going to wait for turn 2/3.
Oh, I think Licious is going to have energy down here.
Turn 1. Tom's up to 4th. Ryan's waiting in the wings.
Licious reassumes the lead. Can he hold it? He kept it nice and tight there.
The exit on Energy Dan.
He might have it here.
I think he will have him. I think he's got just enough straight line speed.
Especially with inside line for turn 4 as well.
Yeah, played it safe. And now, because of the penalty that Licious has, Calvin can really afford to push him. Because Licious has to pull the gap. Calvin can afford to pressure him a bit. Tom Brown now all over the back of Energy Dan. He needs to get through quickly as well.
I think Boothie and Energy Dan are going to be regretting the choice now.
Yeah, I did say this is a bold call. I see why they did it, but unfortunately the new softs are just that good.
Nico Lack, 3 seconds.
Tom Brown lining up Energy Dan coming out the final corner. We will get DRS coming out
at that.
2. So Tom should have a good run on him.
Licious is making the most of it now, trying to pull that gap.
So Tom's got DRS on Energy Dan. Will he get him his turn 2/3, or will he go for turn 3/4, whatever you want to call it?
Calvin's still got DRS, so Licious didn't manage to break it.
Yep, Energy Dan's gone deep at turn 3. He's just held on to position for now, but it's a matter of time. Tom is ready to pass him now.
I think he's going to make it work. Gives us an awful camera angle.
Does Stu Vine is waiting now. He's surely going to make the move himself shortly. So yeah, Licious really needs to pull some gap on Calvin, and quickly, because Calvin's almost certainly going to pounce, I'd say, in turn 3.
That's the problem with this track. I mean, the 3 DRS zones like back to back.
Yeah, it's far too powerful, in my opinion.
You get no break, and it's hard to pull that second between them.
Because of how short a lap it is as well, as you say, there's pretty much more than half a lap as DRS back to back, and then you've got a matter of 4 or 5 corners to pull a second. You can't unless you've got so much more pace. And here we go, Calvin all over the back. Oh, we've got yellow flags. Nicolak's gone. Is that going to affect anything? Calvin on the outside. Licious goes defensive.
No, it looks like Nico's only out of the session. He's not actually retired from the race.
Now, and Calvin's looking at the inside turn 4. Licious breaks deep, as does Calvin. Neither has swapped position yet. Just looking back, Tom Brown has got Stu Vine in close quarters too, so he isn't able to chase after the front 2. He's got to fight Stu Vine first. Not what he wanted.
Stu Vine wants some glory. He wants to see himself on that podium.
So Night Shallow's made it past the duo of Energy Dan and Boothie. Energy Dan's dropped down the order. I think he's had a moment somewhere.
Yeah, he's down in 14th now. Yes. Who's that stopped on track? The Mercedes. Must be Mindful Wasp.
Yeah, Mindful Wasp has got no front wing. He's had a moment coming through the S. In the middle sector. Surely he's about to pit.
Turn 8's caught a few people out today.
It has.
Let's have a look at Calvin, because he's really crawling all over Licious now.
With Licious, he's definitely playing that game. He doesn't want to give the DRS to him. Licious gets great drive out of turn 3, but Calvin is just close. Neither has any ERS to play with here. Calvin just not close enough going into turn 4. It's going to take a bit more, maybe of ascending to turn 2 and 3.
Oh, it's getting very cloudy, by the way.
It is, isn't it? Ask your lover Jeff if there's any chance of some spitting and rain.
These front two teams seem to be taking ERS tips from Mr. Rambo himself. As in, just use it all.
Gav, apparently me and you are both echoing somewhat, according to both the Hodge, the Mandy, and the Connor.
Oh. You've only got 4 laps left, folks, it's fine.
Yeah, it might be another setting.
Calvin is so close to Licious now. Calvin is almost certainly going to pass him. Licious is last minute sent it to the inside of turn 2 to block Calvin. I've got a feeling Calvin might be a bit annoyed with him for that. However, I'm sure they'll review that later.
Oh, Tyclear's just stuck one on Booth, eh? But Booth is coming back in.
Turn 4. Calvin at the inside of turn 4, he backs out of it.
Who's got DRS here? Oh, neither of them.
Stu, meanwhile, is still right up behind Mr. Thomas Brown.
Yeah, I think Mr. Calvin might have the win here. It's only half a second back. Licious has got the penalty. So if he can keep himself clean and stay in DRS zone, he just gets dragged around.
He'll want to take it on track though, everyone always does. Calvin has got next to no ERS. Licious has got a tiny bit more, but he will surely use all of that on the next straight to hold position. Calvin again
is really
so
close this time.
This is the case we saw last lap, and then at the beginning of the DRS game,
he's doing
Calvin's
the same.
not playing games. Calvin's not playing games. He's gone too deep though.
No.
And Licious will have DRS here on the exit. Licious lives to fight another day.
That was
unlucky, ambitious, Calvin.
It does happen there when if you just send it, you quite often run wide.
Yeah, it was a bit brave.
Let's go have a look at Mr. Stube.
Tom Brown still has Stuvine for very good company. There are worse people to have behind you. He's a very friendly fellow.
Stubbs just put a move on the Junior Hornet there at turn 4. Really
stuff.
I mean, he left him just a car's width.
Boothie's really struggling this tyre. He's got Melbourne and Tyclear right up his insert Connor reference here.
Even when Connor's not on comms, he can't escape comms.
No. And tell you what, Tyclear might take Melbourne into turn 1 here. Nope, not quite. These two are having a lovely fight for 6th, 7th and 8th. But it's the fight at the front though, it's getting really hot.
Thanks, Stu.
Calvin's took the lead.
Licious in the wall! Licious in the wall! He's lost on the exit of turn 3! And Tom Brown is now right up behind Licious. Licious has lost it, so Calvin is looking, if he doesn't make any mistakes, like a certain win. Licious might have damage. Let's go on board with him.
There's nothing visible.
It doesn't look like it, but then again, the game doesn't always show it.
Yeah, his tyres are going to be cooked anyway, which is why Tom Brown's so lively.
He's slow. I think Tom and him both have the same penalty, so Tom's got to do this on track.
Have a look. They do have the same penalties, so does Stuvine.
Thing is, though, 1 lap to go.
Oh, Licious has just got another as well.
3 seconds, and 1 lap to go. You've got to say, Tom's got a fancy taking him with DRS in turn 2, 3, or even 4.
Let's stay on board and have a look. This is going to be a battle.
And Stuvine, he'll be really fancying 2nd or even 3rd place.
Hoping to pick up on any slight mistake that happens.
Oh, Licious with a very late move there. That was very late, I'll be honest.
It was a bit late, that one.
And Tom Brown with a great exit. Licious will have DRS on him and very much attack. Can Tom hang on to what will be 2nd on the road?
I think Tom will hold
Licious
the inside.
Goes deep into the corner. Oh, very late.
Oh, Stubbs got it.
Oh,
turn
no,
7.
Licious, isn't it, Tom? Tom's in the wall. Tom's in the wall next to turn 4. I would expect to see that on the stewards. I'm not going to say anything more than that for reasons that I was called out for on the stream last time I said this. Tom's got no wing. Tom's got absolutely no wing. He is absolutely dead in the water now.
Well, send it
We
in,
come
we'll
back
have a
to the
look.
leader though, and Calvin has taken the win.
Well done, Calvin.
Tom Brown's
Lucius
got a
is
track
coming
limits
up.
penalty when he was off track. That's a weird one.
Coming home in second. Stuvine takes second. Night Shadow
So
comes home fourth, but
Yeah, technically that 5 seconds removed takes third, but anyway.
Yeah, I will not say much, but I would expect to see what I just saw there between Mr. Lucius and Mr. Tom appear in our stewards' discussions shortly, because that obviously had a huge impact on the last 2 positions on the podium. Stuvine cracking drive to take second place despite all of the chaos.
could be on for a Ferrari double podium here.
Gavin, I sense some coughing here. You would like to would you asking for some praise?
No. No. Sorry, I'm just dealing with something.
Oh. Okay, just a polite reminder for everyone in the Discord, please keep it friendly, please.
Oh god. Well, Baby Hornet got the
just
driver of the day for the game.
Yeah. There is. Yep. Thanks to Mr. Red Car Rambo for the polite reminder to everyone. Calm down in the group comments.
As we've commented, call-outs 10 points, no appeal. Second call-out further 15 points. Quality ban, further call-out 25 points race ban. Final one kicked.
Banned.
You have to deal with Mr. Banshee for that one, with being the head of conduct.
Yes. So yeah, Simba, if you want to reel away the results.
So Calvin takes the win after an excellent drive. Stuvine in second, Lucius in third, Night Shadow in fourth, Baby Hornet fifth, Booth is sixth, Melvin seventh, Carl eighth, Ty Clear ninth, Tom Brown 10th, Kaiser Soze 11th, Energy Dan 12th, Nico Lack 13th, Mindful Wasp 14th, Stoob 15th, Gibbon 16th, Rob Smith 17th, 38 18th, Electric Envy 19th, and Biffy takes 20th. So that was definitely an interesting race.
Yep, and I would say for those that got the 5 seconds for the passing Gibbon, do just submit your footage, do the hands up.
Yep, just pop it in for us and we'll have a look and get it sorted for you.
But yeah, that was fun. Enjoyed that.
It was quite fun to watch as well. Austria does produce some interesting to watch races.
Once we got the stream sorted with the voices and such, I enjoyed that lots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we lost most of the qualifying, but
yes.
Thank you everyone from the line, the witch and the blowhole.
Yay.
Yep, thank you Chris for joining me again. And of course to our trackside Ted with the Banshee.
Yes, I return.
You always return.
Thank you everybody.
Well, thank you boys, it's been interesting.
Oh yes.
So from us all, good night.
Sarah.
Take care.